Hi, I'm Omar. Welcome to the second episode.
Jabril.
Muhammad. Older brother. So, two topics we want to cover. One are the San Diego fires, and then the second topic is there's video games and things like that we're into that are being canceled out and bought out by Nintendo, which is something maybe they should have done a long time ago, because everybody should be able to play on the same system, and it shouldn't be so hard to have fun with everybody together. So.
As long as we know, we got so far at least 13 fires going on in San Diego. Most of them are contained now. All the evacuations are lifted, which is very good since we've been through hell for the last week.
In the last week, one of those fires, the Poinsettia, never say that shit right, Poinsettia, that one is like a mile away from my house and my job. I smelled that shit. I got ash on my car. Like, it made people late to work. Like, we couldn't let trucks out in and out of the building because of it. It was pretty bad.
Homes are burning. Air quality's fucked up. Our beautiful trails are fucked up. And the question is who lit them? This is the real question. Who lit them? It could be so many different types of people.
Well, they have multiple suspects. They got two little kids, 15 and 16, that lit one fire in Escondido. It shows that kids are being impressed by today's society to go ahead and light fires. And then you have a 57-year-old man, an immigrant from Mexico, who's here illegally, that lit a fire, which is going to show a lot of people are going to get pissed off at immigrants yet again, just for what one man did.
Also, I mean, how do we know that it was these kids?
They got them recorded. They didn't say they did all the fires. They said they did one fire, but they were able to stop it.
And then all of a sudden, all these fires go off conveniently.
Yeah,
I'm not buying it.
It sounded like end of the world when it was happening.
It's premeditated, and it took their thoughts off of, I think, things that matter. I basically think every time something like that happens, it seems like that, because that's too convenient. Well, too many fires, too many people.
We have the whole thing in Nigeria with those 200 girls gone missing, and all of a sudden we have these fires.
It could be that. I mean, who knows where to point the fingers when it comes to these things? But we know it's more than what meets the eye. I think we can all agree on that.
I think it took the firefighters way too long to put them out. Some of them were going for days.
I don't even understand the Camp Pendleton fire.
Yeah. You can come to our camp. You can light us up for days, and we can't do nothing about it.
Also, the ocean's like right there. It really shouldn't be that hard to get water this far out. I don't remember it being so dry out here. That's why it's got to be some kind of conspiracy. Because, I mean, if you're up north where it's like a lot drier, anything, any kind of, if it was just too hot and maybe a magnifying glass, something could start a fire. But down here, there's a lot more green happening, so it seems like you had to premeditatedly do it.
I mean, even I had my own theory. Like, I thought it was probably some people from LA or maybe some Raiders fans, because you know how stupid people get competitions for football games. And then again, I thought maybe it might have been a terrorist attack either by terrorists or by Americans trying to frame Arabs.
And then, and then when we say terrorists, we're not talking about Arabics. And by the way, there'll be one white guy, one black guy that's going to watch this and say, oh, look at them three Arabics making a TV show. And to you, I say, you're in style right now to be black and white. Good for you. Good for you. You're going to see what that does to your generations and generations by teaching them that as more races all gathered together. That's why we have old white men teaching their kids to hate every other single race, and now they suffer. Just like the little bastard, just like the dude from the Clippers, the owner of the Clippers. You got him fucking saying how much he hates black people, and it's embedded in his head, and now that's how he has to live his life. People want to kill him, but that's what they taught him, and that's what you're going to teach them when you watch her and try to make people think there's something wrong for the blood that they were born with.
Yeah, I'm all for humor racism just because that's just funny, but I mean, like attacks and shit like that, I don't know.
Let's switch to something more fun. So, Nintendo decided to buy out Xbox and PlayStation.
Is that how it
Tell
happens?
us what's up, dude.
They didn't decide, but Nintendo is going to be one of the owners.
We don't get into sponsorship.
Nintendo's trying to be one of the owners that's trying to buy a piece of Microsoft.
Okay.
Now, there's many companies trying to buy a piece of Microsoft so that Microsoft can stay alive since their Xbox sales ain't doing that good. Even if they have the #1 game, Titanfall, which to me is not that good.
And Xbox took down their price as of June something to $400 without the Kinect.
Which is good because the Kinect suck. It barely works half the time.
But how's this going to help them out now if they're going out of business?
Well, they're not. They're trying to get a bunch of people to buy a piece of their stuff so they can still stay in business. A lot of companies are doing that now because they're hitting for money. Sony,
I mean, what about
is
the pros?
talking
What about the pros?
Sony's talking about not even making a PS5. They're talking about we're going to make computer games now after the PS4 is over.
That's where it should be. I still haven't made that.
They say they're not going to 100% guarantee they're not going to make a PS5, but that's what they're more leaning to right now.
Yeah, you don't really need all that shit anymore. Like, TVs are cool. You can
a
just
lot
get
of people hate
monitor.
Nintendo because they think it's a little kid system, but
is,
they've been around forever.
How is Nintendo taking over? I played the Wii U yesterday. We played a Wii game on an HD TV and it still had lag. Smash Brothers Brawl, Mario Kart, there's like a 0.5 second lag.
Mario Kart
ruins the entire game
because it's Mario's that carry. Mario, Zelda, that's what carries Nintendo.
Yeah, it's been carrying Nintendo since forever.
Those games haven't been doing. I mean, maybe they're just all adhering to a younger and younger.
Well, during the last Zelda game that came out, Skyward
us
Sword was number 2, and it was only like a few votes away from being Game of the Year. The only reason why
Skyward Sword, I've seen that game. It didn't look all that. I mean, I'm sure there's bits and pieces of it, but some of it's fucking weird. They really did make that jump into the Mario world where you kind of, I think you like fly around on something before. You've probably never done that before in Zelda. Totally a Mario.
Well, you can't make the same style game every single time.
But what's the pro? What's the pro about one system? The pro is everybody gets to play together.
Well, that's
they should have done that. They should have done that a long time ago.
And exclusives have always
everybody
been.
should be able to play online.
Well, that's exclusives are an issue
too.
At the same time,
connect this with computers too.
You cannot have a bunch of people making different types of games. Then, if we all have one system, we may never have a God of War. We may never have Halo.
Those are third parties though.
Well, Halo's the first party.
I get what he's saying though. If all of them just joined one big team, there'd be like they would have to fire a shitload of them.
Yeah, they would have to fire a shitload of game makers,
so many people
and that means you would
doing the
have
same thing.
different types of games. Like you may never be able to play.
Getting messages during the show.
I know. How do you turn that
you
off?
may never have played Red Dead Redemption if it wasn't for Sony being out, not being one system.
No, don't you dare talk about Red Dead.
That's what
never played it, but I've heard good things.
But Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft need to get off their ass and let everyone play together.
So where are all the adult games going to go? The cool shit, Infamous, God of War,
Computer,
Halo,
computer.
Okay, I don't think this has been totally figured, maybe discussed yet. Like with the
most
people.
everything I want to play, I
just
can
know
play on
everybody's
computer.
getting bought out.
Yeah,
correct. Yeah,
people are losing pieces of their system. They don't want home control.
Something to time, but I think mine just stopped.
You gentlemen are ready to wrap this up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Episode 2. Thanks for watching, guys.
Next weekend, we're going to Punk Rock Bowling in Vegas.
Las Vegas.
We're doing an episode from there. Probably
we are.
Fat Mike or some shit's going to show up. That would rock.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Mo, you got